Giovedì 20 ottobre siamo a Bari all'inaugurazione della nuova sede della concessionaria Autotrend e soprattutto l'inaugurazione di una delle prime colonnine di ricarica veloci a favore dei clienti, e siamo qui con Jim Rowan, che è il CEO di Volvo Cars.
You know, I think when we look at investment, so our job is to make the cars as efficient as possible. But we also need some help sometime from government to build the infrastructure, especially fast charging infrastructure. And in some parts of the world, we've tried to help to build out that fast charge infrastructure using our dealership network. But I also think it's great if governments can help build that fast charge infrastructure so that all of our customers, or anyone who's using, not just Volvo customers, but anyone who chooses to use next generation propulsion as a chosen car choice, has availability to that fast charge infrastructure. Well, when you look at technology, technology moves quicker than most people think. And when you look at I'm an engineer, so I look at the underlying technology of electrification versus internal combustion. Many, many years ago, we used to use steam engines, and then we went to internal combustion engines and petrol engines. And now I think it's time for us to move to BEV. We saw that technology, we saw battery technology, we saw motor technology, and we saw the other software and silicon that's going to enable next generation mobility. But remember, we said in 2020 we would be a fully electric car company by 2030. That's 10 years. In my opinion, that's more than enough time for us to change our product lineup and adopt the latest technologies. So I don't think we're too quick. I think we're one of the fast movers, but I certainly don't think that we are too quick. And if you look at what's happening right now in China, you see how quickly that's moving to electrification. It would validate the choice that we've made, that we need to be moving quicker rather than slower. Yeah, so again, 2-3 years ago when we were designing the new EX30, which we just released a few months ago, one of the conscious choices that we made when we were designing that car was, what will the cost be? How can we get the cost of a fully electric car to be the same price as an internal combustion engine car? And we've done that with the EX30. So I think we've proven the point that we can actually take relevant new technology and put that into a vehicle like the EX30 and make that affordable for everyone. And we'll keep pressing down on cost. The other thing, which I think is important, as the volume of internal combustion engine cars around the world goes down, the cost of those parts will go up. The residual values of those cars will go down. But in electric cars, as more and more people design electric cars and more technology and research goes into battery technology and motor technology, the price of electric cars will continue to come down. And so you'll start to see that manifest itself in the next 5 years. The future for us is to make sure, first of all, our whole brand is grounded in safety, is grounded in sustainability, and it's grounded in human-centric technology. So we use technology where it's beneficial for the customers. We don't put technology into the car for the sake of technology. Everything that we do is really focused on what benefit does that add to the customer. If we look at sustainability, we're adding more and more parts which are driving us towards being a climate neutral company by 2040. We're asking our suppliers to do the same. And lastly, and maybe most importantly, everything that we do around our cars in terms of safety, it used to be the safety, the structure of the car was very safe. If you were in a crash, then you would be protected with airbags and with crumple zones. Now we're using technology like LiDAR on the EX90 to make sure that you're never in a crash. So we're using that next generation technology from computational power at the very heart of the car to the vision that we see in that car so that the car can see any dangers and stop that before it even becomes a crash. If you are in a crash, you're still going to be in a very safe vehicle. So we're combining what we call active safety and passive safety together to add benefit to customers.